Hello, Dr. Pelto here. What's the best shoe to wear? This is a question that I get every single day in the office from patients, and you might be wondering what's the best one? We're going to go over that in this episode of Healthy Living. So let's look here. What is the best shoe to wear? Well, everyone, they come in and they say, Doctor, I have heel pain, I have Achilles pain, I have foot pain. What's the one shoe that I can buy that'll make all my heel pain better? Or what's going to make my foot feel better? And most people do this after they've already spent $200 or $300. So first of all, I want to explain. The best shoe isn't always the answer to your foot problem. So if you're looking for a shoe because of a foot problem, that's probably not the best option. You don't just go buy more shoes, a more expensive shoe. If you look up a heel pain, for example, tons of shoes appear saying, well, that shoe is going to resolve everything. It's not, okay? That's the first thing. Second thing is I do not get paid for any of these shoes that I'm recommending. These are just the ones that I recommend in the office. They tend to work well for patients. But the first thing you should look at is, well, what shoe has worked in the past? What shoe has been comfortable? Sometimes if a certain shoe was working for you, it just got too old, and so you can need a new shoe. If you try changing a lot of your shoes and your foot pain doesn't go away, the problem probably isn't the shoe. That's the second thing. Okay, so don't just go buying more shoes, go see a doctor, because it's probably something else that needs treatment. If the shoe type changed, so there's certain shoe types that change over time, the type of materials that they use, how long they last, the type of conditions that you're walking on, and things like that. Okay, so those are the more like I'm gonna show you some of my favorite shoes, and I'm gonna explain why. So certain patients, this is an example of a stability shoe. This is an Asics brand, very stable on the side. This is a shoe that if you try to bend it, it's not gonna bend. It's very stable. For a lot of my patients, they do well with a shoe like this. If they've been used to wearing a shoe like this, helps them out. They feel good. Nice stable shoe. The one thing it has is a higher heel, like a 5 to a 7 millimeter heel to these. And a lot of patients are doing more of a neutral shoe, or a shoe. It's called a zero drop type of a shoe. Once again, I'm going to actually show you at the end. I have a shoe buying guide, and you're going to see a little link above the video for the shoe buying guide. It'll explain a little bit. This is an example of a very popular shoe these days. It's called a Hoka. A Hoka, I kind of call it like a double stuffed Oreo. So it has double the cushion right here. And it is for people that need a lot of cushion. Some people need a lot of cushion. Some people don't need that much cushion. And all things being said, you want to get the lightest shoe. So even a few ounces can make a big difference in the shoe. So kind of weigh the shoes. Whatever one feels good and is light is good for you. These are an example of ones that we actually have in the office. They're called Lems. If you haven't heard of these are a minimalist shoe. These are a zero drop shoe. This is not like a running shoe. This is an everyday shoe, but it's something that's the same height at the heel as the ball of the foot, and it feels good for patients that need a lighter shoe. This is another shoe that I recommend much of the time. It's called an Ultra, ALTRA. It has a kind of a wide toe box. I really like wide toe box shoes because most of the foot problems that I see are due to squishing people's toes in their shoes. This is also a zero drop shoe. And it's a very good, stable shoe that I actually have my kids wearing. So this is a good one as well. Another example of a Topo is another Topo type of a shoe, which is a good shoe to wear. Similarly, wider toe box. This one has a little bit more arch support than the Ultras. The Ultras tend to be pretty flat. And some people, they don't mind that. Others like to put inserts in there. Others use orthotics. You can use orthotics with this type of a shoe as well if you want. Once again, all of these things are in my shoe buying guide. So I'm going to put a link underneath this video to the shoe buying guide. You guys can learn more. Once again, if you have any questions specifically about shoes, please put them down underneath this video. Tell me what shoe works for you and why. But once again, if you're having foot pain, it's only on one foot, and you buy a shoe, and it's not getting better, the problem probably isn't the shoe, it's probably your foot. So you should get that checked out. Okay, check out my shoe buying guide. I think you're going to like it. Okay, thanks, guys. Hey guys, thank you for watching Healthy Living. You're going to find a few links here I'd like you to click. One is to subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Also, you can learn more. There are some videos here you can see.